Angela, I'm looking at this and I think this is so not a story.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
I mean, as Harry's biographer and seeing the big change in him after he got married and how awful he's been to the royal family, I'm very quick to sort of carry on saying how naughty and spiteful he's been. This time, I think it's absolutely not true. It's ridiculous, really. It was a concert to celebrate what would have been his mother's 36th birthday.
Yeah.
And he went along there with a girlfriend and he was there. And obviously he was very grateful for this. Who wouldn't do something like that? And that's the only time he's seen Diddy. So I think to put him into the problems that will be found in very shortly is ridiculous.
You've just said something which sort of hit me quite soberly there. Would have been her 36th birthday. So she was dead before she hit 40.
Yes.
Gosh. Yeah, so young.
He was very upset when he got to the same age.
Yeah.
And he realised that, you know, what he had in common with her was the age and how terrible, because he realised he was young and how terrible it was that she'd lost her life after that. And indeed, it's true.
We should be clear, Prince Harry isn't being accused of anything in these court documents because, you know, there's a lot of clickbait out there. I mean, just look at the front of the Sun there, Harry named in P. Diddy sex traffic case, and your heart skips a beat and you think, uh-oh, what have we got here? What's he done now? But actually, he's being named as a dignitary or equivalent to that, a celebrity that people could rub shoulders with at one of these unsavoury parties.
He was named that he would encourage people to come because of who he is.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean he's done anything, and he hasn't done anything. He's not going to be accused of anything. And I think that, you know, we've had our go at him all the time, and I don't think that's really fair to have him on the front and, you know, attack him or insinuate that he was responsible.
Yeah. What else have you got that's in your head, Royal Circle-wise?
Well, Camilla, Queen Camilla, tomorrow she's going off to give all the money, Maundy Thursday.
Oh, yes.
And she'll have a red purse and a white purse. It's the first time. This was one of the Queen's most favourite things to do.
So this is Holy Thursday.
Yes, it's Holy Thursday. Before Holier Friday, really.
Yeah, yes.
And you have to give the same number of people as the age of the monarch. So she will be giving 75 men, 75 women money in these little purses. And it's a very, very important job. And King Charles can't do it. He would always, the monarch does it. And there she is going to do it for him, and it'll be very quiet, and she's very good with old people. She spent a lot of COVID talking to people who were old and on their own via Zoom. Very kind, and so that's very good.
And the good news, of course, is we've been told, see the King with Her Majesty the Queen at the Easter service on Sunday. Do you think that will go some way to reassuring people who might feel unsettled in the wake of the difficult news we've had recently?
I think it will. I think it's a very important day, and if he can manage there and if he smiles and he's OK, I think it will make a huge difference. But then they mustn't expect too much, because there's only going to be a few royals. He's going to lead them, but we don't know how many will be. There won't be very many. And you have to take it carefully. A man of that age, he needs to be very careful. And it's particularly meeting people and being close to people. So he will be, the people who will stand on either side will have to be right back. So he's got plenty of room.
I suppose the concern is medically catching something while he's undergoing treatments.
Yes, I mean, you're much more... Your body is easier to accept any germ that's wandering around. So that's what he really must look after. But he is so bored, he can't bear it. He's never in his life been so much at home and not being able to go out and meet people. His life is meeting people, talking to people of all types, all ages. But he can't do that, and it's very, very frustrating.
And reports that he's very emotional at the moment. He's really heartbroken for Catherine, for all that she's having to go through, heartbroken for his son, for all he's having to go through, his grandchildren, of course, also for himself, not being able to fulfil this role he's been waiting so long to do.
Yes, also for William, because, you know, he can understand the pressure that he's under and what's expected of him, it's very, very difficult for the senior royals. Meanwhile, Camilla, just to end on a nice note, is that she has these book clubs and she got somebody to look into how good reading is. And they said that if anybody reads, any child reads, it makes them much more relaxed, gives them confidence, and they can feel part of an association if they do. The results came out last night. And I think that's really interesting because you wonder, you know, people stop reading really. They just want 2 lines in TikTok and that's it. But, you know, if you do read a bit, it helps a lot of your body, not just gives you a story.
Yeah, she loves reading, doesn't she? She's an avid reader. And she was hosting this event at Clarence House last night, Joanna Lumley and others, all big readers, sort of celebrating novels and things. Do you think that will inspire people?
Well, I think it inspired the people who were there. I went to one of them. It was absolutely wonderful. All my favourite authors was there.
Like who?
Actually, no, she pointed me out, see her.
Oh,
She's doing the biography. Some people clapped, some people laughed. I thought, oh, God, you know. But that was very nice of them to invite me. But she loves that. She loves getting people together on a topic. And then actually talking about it. And her father taught her that the main thing in life is to learn to read, and that's what she's done. And I think it's a wonderful thing to take up.
Okay.